Hello my followers and channel watchers. Here is another thing that I bought today and I want to unbox it and try for the first time. So this is Standart air ventilator with cooling system, which means that it is not only flowing air but it also has option to add water and frozen element into it to make air colder, cooler, to make room air more fresh. It also has some functions. Please read by yourselves. So I chose it because I don't want to buy usual air cooler ventilator that is only flowing air that is inside your room. It didn't felt good for me, but this was something a bit more advanced. So let's see how does it look and how does it work. It's time for unboxing. Let's try to get it out of the box. I don't know what is the best way to do it. Here is already element that is meant to be frozen for cooler water and automatically for cooler air. Here is manual. Of course we don't need it. And it also has a remote controller, that is very good. And here comes a cooler. The box is empty. Here is one more frozen element, and we bought few more to make it more easy for changing them and for more of them to be added in the water for colder air if needed, of course. So this is the back of the cooler. This is the European cable. This is the front of the cooler. And here are all buttons. Power. This is for moving of the vent. It can rotate in 60 degrees. So here is the timer. Here are some other options. Night option probably, and something else. We will test them later. This is probably for using cold air when you have added the water and frozen element. Let's remove these. So this is the place for water. There is also system for taking the cold water, so I can't take it out everything. And also this is to be put it in the water so the air can be cooled more effective. So this is it. Let's add some water and try it in work. And here you can see amount of water. There is one thing that I forgot to mention. Here is also option, possibility or need to detach this. This is called the curtain in the manual, and this is also needed to clean sometime after using cooled air at least. And two options to add water. You can do it like this, put in some water, but if you want to remove this you have to detach this water pump system. But now it's time to try it. I have added it to electricity. At first, let's try it without adding water. So here is the remote controller, so you can turn it on. This is for moving air in this 60 degrees, so this is the strength of the wind mode, timer. Let's try to turn it on. And it's already on. It is showing that there is no water. It is already moving slowly. Let's use. Okay, I pressed the button, so it stopped in this way, and this is the same button. I turn it on, it starts to move the wind. Let's try next option. So the speed of the wind. Yeah, it was the strongest one. Now it's the lowest one, the second speed and the third speed. So here is 3 speeds, which I can regulate with plus minus or with this button. Let's see next option. So I quickly checked in manual. This is type of the wind. So first is natural air type, should be like outside, I suppose. And the second one is night option. So night option should work so it won't bother you to sleep. And now I don't feel any difference, but if I have turned it on these options, I can change the speed. Yes, with the M button I can change to this type, to this and to this, and I don't know if we can check timer option right now. It is on 1 hour, so I suppose it turns off after 1 hour. 2 hours, okay, 2 plus 1, it should be 3 hours. Next is 4 hours, okay, 4 plus 1, it's 5 hours, 6 hours and 7 hours. Very easy system, so you can regulate the timer from 1 to 7 hours. It is now clear for me. Very easy and understandable system. Wind power feels quite good, quite powerful. Now it's time to test how it works with added water. Now it feels quite cold, but after adding water it should feel more like conditioned air. When you add the water, you need to turn it off and detach the cable. At first I added only cold water. Let's try it with only cold water. How is the air changed comparing to only ventilator? Let's turn it on. And I didn't mention before, this middle button is to go whether to use only air vent or cooled air. So now this light is not flashing anymore, so it is using cold water now for ventilating. At first I don't feel a lot of changes, but let's wait for a second. We don't need this. With only cold water, which is not very cold, I can't feel big changes here. Let's try to add frozen element to the water and see how does everything changes. I have added frozen elements to the water. Let's try what is now happening. Before that I checked this curtain, so we can see that it is getting wet, so it is helping to cool off the air. Okay, let's try the wind. This is turned on. We have the strongest wind. Lowest, middle speed, and the strongest. This air cooler is for up to 30 square meters room. It is quite powerful. I don't know if it is getting colder. So as we bought it few hours ago, these elements wasn't frozen enough yet, but the wind is cool. Probably it is possible to get it more cooler. After a few hours it has found its spot in the room and it feels to be quite good for us. It has dropped a bit more than a degree in our room while using water and half frozen element. Now it has been working for more than 4 hours. And what can I say at the end? For better use, wait for the element to be frozen fully, and if you want far more better result, you can also use ice cubes in the water, so the water is close to frozen, freezing cold, so it should make effect more effective. And yes, at the end I didn't mention a price. It is really good. It is probably 2 times more expensive than usual ventilator, but it's still under 100 euros, so it makes pretty much sense to choose this kind of ventilator that can make the air cooler than usual ventilator. I think this is the end, and the last thing, after more than 4 hours it has spent 1.5 liters of water. I feel it approximately at 4 liters, and now it's close to 2.5. So yes, you can use it for the whole day with one full water tank. I hope this video helped you to choose the right ventilator, and hopefully information was useful to get to know more on this ventilator and similar ventilators. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Goodbye.